Hello and welcome back to Fit Chicks Chat. I'm your host, Amanda Quinn, and today I'm sharing something very special with you. This is a recording of my live workshop from the Top 100 Women in Power Summit, where I had the honor and pleasure of speaking alongside some of the most inspiring female leaders in business. Now, today's topic I'm going to be talking about is how you can successfully fast track yourself as an entrepreneur. These are small shifts that you can make in your business right now to be able to make more impact, more momentum, and more income. So if you're a wellness coach, a health entrepreneur, or simply a woman with a vision in your heart and a fire in your belly, this episode is for you. In just about 25 minutes, I'm going to walk you through tactical, no fluff shifts that'll help you build your own business that has helped us build 2 7 multi-figure businesses without any loans, investors, or burnout. So these are things that you can start applying in your business right now, right away, that you can help scale faster and smarter. So we're going to be talking about things like how to stop waiting for the perfect time and how to start building messy, why your energy and your ecosystem are your greatest business tools, and how to lean on done-for-you tools and support to scale smarter and not harder. So whether you're just getting started or you're looking to reignite momentum in your business, this training will give you everything that you need, including the roadmap to success. So grab your notebook, your favorite drink, and let's dive into Fit Chicks Chat. My name is Amanda Quinn, and I'm so honored, so deeply honored to be able to present this presentation for you today, this workshop all on how you can scale faster and stress less. This is going to be your smart guide to sustainable success, helping you to be able to grow your coaching business or your business as an entrepreneur and as a woman in power. Now, this is presented, of course, as part of the Top 100 Women in Power Summit. And again, I'm just so deeply honored and so grateful to be a part of this. So what I want to share with you before we get into all of the strategies is just who I am and how we even got started with our company and our brand. So my name is Amanda Quinn. I'm one of the co-founders of Fit Chicks Academy, and Fit Chicks Academy is a company that started way back in 2008. Now, when we started our company, we started it, long story short, we started it as a boot camp program. So it was women's outdoor fitness classes. And when we were teaching these fitness classes, we really didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. We were trying to figure it all out. We were trying to build a business. We were trying to build something that was sustainable. We were still working full-time jobs while we were building this business on the side. It was like this side project, this passion project that we had going on. And we were teaching a couple of nights a week these fitness classes. But long story short, the cool thing that happened in our business was we started with 7 women that signed up to our very first fitness class. And we were so nervous and we were like, who are we to even be doing this? And then from that, we were able to grow it to a 7-figure business. So for a 7-figure in-person business, and then develop an online platform, which is now developed into a multi-7-figure business annually. And we built this through the idea of helping people be successful with their health and wellness through the idea of holistic health, holistic fitness, holistic wealth, and all of these different opportunities so that they could actually see themselves in a different light. One of the things in this industry that always happened when it came to health and fitness and wellness was that the messaging was always around making people feel really bad about themselves or making them feel really insecure about their decisions. And we wanted to make it feel like it's an empowered decision and make every single one of our clients feel excited. And I truly believe that's one of the reasons why our business and our brand grew so quickly. But so when we started our company, like I said, we started at teaching fitness classes. We were teaching in fitness in parks, in rental spaces. And then through that, we had 35 locations nationwide at one point. We shut all of those locations down, went to build an online business, built online systems, online programs, and now we run Fit Chicks Academy. And Fit Chicks Academy is a place where aspiring coaches and coaches can come to get certified in holistic fitness, in nutrition, in wellness, in weight loss coaching, as well as in menopause and holistic perimenopause coaching. And so we're really there as like this hub, this cornerstone of holistic health coaching and business coaching to support other coaches. Now, when we first started our journey, I was working a full-time job, as I mentioned, and I was feeling this like corporate burnout. And I was young at the time when we started our business. I had no idea what was possible for us, but all I knew is that what I was doing in my day-to-day life was not fulfilling me. It was not sustainable, and it was something that didn't bring me any joy. It didn't light me up at all. And I feel like that's where all of us as entrepreneurs really get into this space, right? We really get into this from this place of knowing, this deep desire, this deep knowing that there's something more to life than working this 9 to 5, than working this grind. And instead, we're inspired by these thoughts, these ideas, these visions of what we want to create into this world and gift to this world. And that's really what it came down to for me, was just working this full-time job. At the time, I was a manager of sponsorship and advertising for the Toronto International Film Festival. And it was a great job with great opportunities for growth and all these different benefits, but I just didn't feel fulfilled. And so when we started our company, it really came from this place of like this thing that lit us up and that excited us to be able to do something different. And, when we started our business, we wanted to make sure that people knew they didn't have to do this alone. They didn't have to go through this journey. And the wellness journey, again, as I said earlier, can be about support, empowerment, excitement. It doesn't have to be about making you feel bad about making this decision to go on a health journey. So today's workshop, I'm going to be covering 5 different success strategies that you can use in your coaching right now or in your business to be able to move yourself forward as quickly as absolutely possible. And on top of that, I'm also going to have a special 30-day gift at the end of this presentation. So the first strategy that I really want you to consider and I want you to think about is to build before you're ready. Now, I know that this seems counterintuitive and it seems like, well, how would I build something before I'm actually ready to do it? These are some pictures of just when we first started teaching fitness. So there's Laura and myself. That was when we were doing a beta test just with some friends. We had no idea what Fit Chicks would become, but all we knew is that we had to try it out and we had to see what was possible. So we started just teaching some friends in a park, and then it grew to this movement, and it became this massive movement again that grew into a multi-7-figure business, and now an online 7-figure company. But we built this before we were ready. We didn't know what it was going to be, but we had to have faith and we had to trust the process. And I think success really comes from this idea of deciding to just start, even when you're uncertain of what the next step is. Action creates clarity. By us taking that first step of running our first bootcamp program and offering our fitness classes, the next step became apparent, which was to create an at-home system, and then create an online system, and then create weekend health retreats. And then through that, our certifications, and now our business is what it is. But it started from that one action. When we stay stagnant and when we stay stuck in the idea of everything has to be ready beforehand, everything has to be built beforehand, it doesn't allow for us to be able to actually take any action, and then we lose momentum. You don't have to have everything in place. Do you know that every single thing, every program that we have offered and still to this day offer in our certifications, in our company, in our organization, we pre-sell spaces before we even build it. We always have a vision of what we want to create and we have an outline, but we always pre-sell it because we know that by us creating that action and creating that builds momentum. It allows for people to purchase. It puts us into momentum and action, knowing that there's a deadline and that there's someone on the other side of it waiting for this end result. Also, what it does is it allows for us to be able to focus on servicing it, focus on client forward. So focusing on what our clients actually need and servicing our clients versus just being so caught up in the build and the details of an actual program or our business itself. And so one of the other things that we really do, and that we did every single time with our certifications, and our certifications are like massive certifications, like 12-week long certification programs, we actually taught them live. For the first year that we were offering these programs, we taught them live 12 weeks, and then we'd repeat, and then we'd repeat. And the reason why we did this is that it allowed for us to be able to continue to build it as we were moving through it, and then go and fine tune it as we were going through it the next time. And now it's on this automation. So now we don't have to worry about fine tuning it or changing anything. Now everything runs like a machine, but it allowed for us to really be able to build, sell, and grow before we even felt ready, before everything was in the final stages. We were just in the preliminary stages of idea, vision, creation, and we were selling it. This is one of the best strategies, I think, for any business owner. Now, the second strategy that we highly stand behind is create a signature offer. What happens with most business owners is that they have multiple different businesses or different products or offers or opportunities or programs in their business. And what happens is, so for example, if we were offering every single thing when we first started our company, if we were offering our bootcamp program, our nutrition programs, our personal training programs, and our retreats, what would have happened is we would have given each of those things 25% of our energy and focus. So each of those things would have then resulted in a 25% or less result based on our efforts, because we're not pouring all of our energy into it. Instead, what we did was we focused on one thing. When we started our company, we focused on our boot camps. We made our boot camps our signature program. That was the thing that we wanted to be known for. We were like, if someone is going to Google Fit Chicks, what is it that we want to be known for? What is the one thing that comes up? What do we want to be the go-to expert on? And it was about women's fitness that was inclusive, that was creative, that was empowering. And that's what we wanted to be known for as a brand. So to build our brand strength, we created this signature offer, which was our Fit Chicks Bootcamp program. We poured so much energy and focus into it that it grew extremely quickly. We were able to grow our brand, grow our business, grow our income and our bank account. Also, what we were able to do is take that signature program and then repeat it over and over again and turn it into this repeatable process. So it allowed for us to be able to have a product that we were then able to multiply over and over and over again, year after year after year. And we ran our boot camp successfully for a full decade. So for 10 full years, we were offering this boot camp program, but we had it as a system and a model that we could repeat over and over again. Excuse me. So I highly recommend that you look at what is the one thing that I want to be known for. If I was going to Google myself or my business or my brand, what is the one thing that's going to come up that I become known for? I become the go-to expert, that I can pitch myself for PR. I can pitch myself on, different morning shows, radio shows, etc., that I can promote myself on podcasts on, and everything aligns and all of my messaging aligns, because when we have one signature offer and we have one thing that we become known for, everything we talk about is about that one thing. Now, it provides clarity from a messaging standpoint for you. It provides clarity from a marketing standpoint for you. It provides clarity from your clients so that they can find you easily. It also gives you a foundation to build on. When we build and split our focus onto multiple different projects, sometimes it ends up that our end result for each of those things ends up being something completely different. So then we have a disjointed effort, disjointed messaging, and a disjointed focus. So I highly recommend for strategy 2, if you want success quickly, if you want to fast track your success, make sure that you're creating a signature program, offer, product that you become known for. And this is the thing where you're going to pour all of your energy into it at the very beginning to allow yourself to expand and grow from that. Now, the next strategy that you want to focus on is using systems, templates, and tools. So what we really want to think about is how we can automate things, how we can make things as easy as possible in our business to repeat it over and over and over again. So as I mentioned, when we were starting our bootcamp programs, when we were offering them, in the beginning, we were just figuring all out. We were just like, okay, let's test this type of programming. But then once we had a model where we saw a 70% or higher retention rate across all of our camps and our locations, we knew we had a model that made sense. We then took that model, packaged it, and repeated it over and over and over again, expanded nationwide, hired trainers, coached them on this model, took that same model, built it to an at-home system, built it to a DVD online and an online system, built it then to a printable program that people could then rebrand and use. We had so many different uses for this model, so many different revenue streams from one product, one signature offer, but we took it and we expanded it. So we use systems to be able to do that. Now, when we first started our company, I'm going to be honest with you, we had no systems in place. We were doing everything so manual. We were spending so much time emailing and doing all these follow-ups and tracking things manually, and we didn't know how to automate stuff. And we actually felt like automations almost scared us in a way that they almost felt like we were being like put into a box, right? Like, oh my gosh, I don't want it to be that way. I don't want my business to feel like I'm stuck in this box and everything is automated. But in fact, it's the complete opposite. Automations actually create freedom. They create time freedom, space freedom. It allows for you to be able to save brain power, knowing that every single thing is moving at a speed and moving automatically. Now in our business, every single thing is automated. From the moment that somebody touches our business from an ad, it goes into an automated email sequence. They get automated workshops. They get automated downloads. From there, they get invites into different live workshops. They get invites into our Facebook communities. Every single part of that is automated, including our certifications. Our certifications are all automated, where every single week as they go through it, it's a drip down system that automates and releases the content. But automations is what saved us, because if not, if we were trying to do all of these things and having thousands of students, it wouldn't be possible. One of the questions that we always like to ask ourselves is, if tomorrow we had 1,000 people sign up for one of our programs or our products or our offers at the very same time, would we be able to, on the back end, provide the services to be able to give them a great experience? Right? Would we be able to actually support that? And if the answer is no, then we have to look at our systems. We have to look at our automations and our tools and figure out what we are missing to be able to fulfill that need. And now our answer is always yes, which is amazing, but it took us a while to get there. But I highly recommend, once you have a signature program and offer, focus on your automations and your systems. What systems do you need to support your client's experience, to support your back end, and to allow you to have time freedom so that you can then use your time, your thoughts, your energy and focus on bringing in new clients into your world, and focus on the front end, not on the back end. Once you have the back end set up, it's like automatic, it's easy. And then again, as I mentioned, repurpose everything. We repurpose all of our content. We have programs that we built 10 years ago that we're still selling as ebooks now, offering as lead magnets. Make everything repurposable so that you can then use it over and over and over again in different capacities in your business. Remember, your time is the most valuable asset that you have, so you have to focus on that. Now, the next thing that you want to do from a success standpoint is surround yourself with growth-minded community. So what does that mean? They always say you are the sum of the 5 people you, surround yourself with. And so you want to make sure that the people surrounding you on your team, in your environment, on your day-to-day, are people that support your growth, that help you expand. When you see what is possible and you surround yourself with other people who are like-minded individuals or who are successful in different areas or capacities, but having massive success, it opens up your capacity to be able to believe what is possible for you. When we first started our company, like I said, we didn't have loans, investors, we had no money. We had 7 women sign up to our class. We had no idea what we were doing. And then from there, we just kept expanding and growing and growing and growing and learning all of these tools on our own. And it was a bumpy road. Fast track your success. Find a path, find a community and connection. It's connection over isolation, right? Find a connection that allows you to expand and grow. Find different mentorships, different groups, different Facebook communities. Find different, if it's masterminds, invest in the opportunity to put yourself in the room with other people that help you expand and grow. One of the biggest things that we truly believe is expanding and investing in our skills, our mindset, and ourselves. When we expand on ourselves, our business grows. Your business will only grow as much as you grow. So you have to make sure that you are consistently putting yourself in a position to grow and putting yourself in a growth-minded community. And so that's why I'm so happy that you're even here for this Top 100 Power Summit, because these are your people. This is your environment. This is your community and your connection to help you grow and see what is possible. Growth is contagious. Energy is contagious. Opportunity allows you to expand and see what's possible for you. Surround yourself with these people. You will continue to grow if you allow yourself to be around others that grow too. And then the 5th strategy, the final strategy that I want to share with you today about helping you to be able to successfully grow, is to embrace imperfect action. So oftentimes I hear so many coaches, entrepreneurs, people that are like, I really want to do this, but I really want to start this, but I'm so afraid. What if nobody shows up? What if nobody buys? What if nobody likes my posts? What if nobody does these things? Here's the thing. When we started our company, we had 7 women sign up. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, what if I really suck at this? What if I show up to class, I teach a fitness class, and nobody comes back because it was so bad? That was my thoughts. But you know what I did? I showed up anyways, because you don't know what is possible for you until you put yourself out there. You have to show up. You can't expect others to show up if you're not ready to show up. Fear will be with you anyways. Bring it along for the ride, right? We always say like it's the other F word is fear. So we just need to get rid of it. We need to like kick it to the curb and get rid of it and just allow yourself to move forward, because time is going to move forward. Your life is going to continue to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back, because fear comes from a place that is just a thought. There's no data that supports that you're not going to be successful, that people won't buy it, that nobody is going to like your post, that nobody is going to interact with you or purchase your thing. There's zero data that proves that. So don't believe those thoughts, because they're just thoughts that are holding you back. They're keeping you safe instead of allowing you to grow. Fear will be there. Take it with you and don't allow it to stop you, please, because action is the only thing that's going to continue to move you forward, right? And also remember that perfectionism is a trap. You don't have to be perfect. Every single thing that we do in our business, we just allow for ourselves to be at like a B- range, right? We try to go for A+ eventually, but we always launch it with like the idea of like B-, great, keep going, keep moving forward. And eventually it'll get better and better and better. When we teach a webinar, the first time it might be a little bit, off in some parts. And then we'll get to a place where it's just going to be like we're nailing it every single time and it's an A+. You're not going to be perfect at everything you do. You're not going to be perfect the first time you do something. You might not be perfect ever at it, and that's okay. You're a human being. You're not expected to be perfect. But what you are wanting and needing in your life is consistency, confidence to be able to show up and just really go after the thing that you want. So really and truly, I guarantee you, if you put yourself out there, whether it's on social media that's been holding you back, whether it's marketing that's been holding you back, whether it's the ideas that's been holding you back, whatever it is that's been holding you back from going after the thing that you want, I want you to embrace the imperfect action. Take action today, because action is the only thing that is going to get rid of that anxious feeling, that nervousness, that stress around actually taking the step, because action is the only thing that's going to actually show you a real result. So embrace that imperfect action today. Go after the thing that you want. It's waiting on the other side of all of those fears, those thoughts, those things that are holding you back, the delays that you're putting in place. The other side of it, when you jump over the fence and you go to the other side, that's actually where all of the things that you actually want are. So it's waiting for you. Your success is right there. I promise you. I hope you embrace all of these strategies. I hope you embrace at least one of these strategies. I hope you at least take on some of these tools to be able to help you grow, because 100% I believe in you. And the world needs you, right? We need you out in the world. Now, one of the things that we want to gift to you as part of our help to help you be successful, to help you grow, and to help you fast track your coaching and your business is we have a 30-day free access to our Holistic Nutrition Coaches Club. So this is for anyone who is a coach, who is in wellness space, nutrition, fitness, any kind of space like that. If you have clients that you know will benefit from this, we're going to give you 30 days of free access to our Coaches Club. Our Coaches Club is incredible. It includes done-for-you recipes, macros, photos, instructions, 4 weeks of hormone balancing meal plans, 6 weeks of coaching resources, nutrition, mindset, and wellness habits, one brand new holistic challenge every single month that we give to you. You're going to get business workshops. You're going to get 20 edible social media posts. So there's nothing holding you back, because we're giving you everything you need to be able to put yourself out there with stuff that is proven, that is designed by a graphic designer, that is allowing you to just fast track it, focus on client forward, like I said earlier, and not have to focus on all the content and building and everything else. On top of that, you're also going to get PLR rights to sell and rebrand all of the content and step-by-step Canva tutorials on how to build the content, how to rebrand it, and how to use it in your business. So the link is available to you. You can check it out, but this is our gift to you, because we want you to be successful. We want you out in the world spreading your gifts, spreading your like expertise. You have something that is unique that people are looking for. Every single one of you is unique and different and can be so successful. And so we want to gift you something that's going to allow you to move as quickly as possible. So just remember, like, you are already powerful. So let's fast track your path to success. Let's help you grow. Follow these strategies. Use these tools that we're gifting to you. Follow us, of course. You can connect with us at FitChicks Academy on Instagram. You can also check it out at fitchicksacademy.com for our website. And if you need anything at all, any support, if you have any questions, if you want to just connect with us and just chat about anything at all, email info@fitchicks.ca. I thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you today. I look forward to seeing you inside of our Holistic Nutrition Coaches Club and hopefully inside of the Academy as well. Have the most amazing day and enjoy the rest of your summit.
Thanks for listening to the Fit Chicks Chat Podcast. Want more healthy love? Visit www.fitchicks.com for amazing resources, free workouts, recipes, tips, and so much more to help you live your healthiest and fiercest life, inside and out.
Thank you so much for listening to Fit Chicks Chat. Now, if this episode lit a fire in you and you're ready to finally take action, your next step is to join us inside our Holistic Nutrition Coaches Club. If you're a coach, this is literally the place to be. If you're passionate and you want to get instant access for done-for-you programs, expert trainings, client resources, and everything you need to be able to fast-track your income and impact without any burnout, join us now. You can get full access to the vault and all of our content at fitchicksacademy.com/Holistic Nutrition Coaches Club. You can check out the link that is in the show notes, and we cannot wait to see you inside.